make sure. Yeah, everything should be good there. And we're getting into it. Hello, everybody. People watching this stream 5 minutes from now are about to start Disciples of Sinnerin versus PBG, I think. Please be gentle. That's gonna be fun. Do you know anything about these two teams already going into it? Like,
personally, I do not think I've had the pleasure of casting any of these games. I think I've seen a couple of Please Be Noticed players going on here, but I am not entirely sure.
Alright. Well, let's see. Please be gentle. They really enjoy themselves the hero Viper. So that's a big one for them. They like to last pick it and just stomp their mid lane with it. They pretty commonly run like Luna as a hard carry, and I'm pretty sure the last 3 series of them, if Night Stalker was not banned first phase, then they just snapped it up as their first pick. Like every single game it wasn't banned.
Interesting.
Those are their 3 comfort picks. I think both of these teams have an average MMR of mid 2k. I think Disciples of Sinnerin's MMRs are a bit higher, generally.
Alrighty.
Actually, they're just...
Well, if that is the case with the preferred heroes, then we should certainly take a look to see if there are any respect bans coming out.
Yeah, definitely.
Possible.
Respect bans for Sinnerin, Disciples of Sinnerin, every game, Magnus gets banned against them, because they had... I think it's mostly on account of this one crazy game they had versus Tango Wango, where they were really far behind. Or not really far behind, they were kind of behind. And there was a 10-minute pause, and they came back and got a 5-man RP and then a 3-man RP, and just totally
my goodness.
around. But to be honest, I think that was slightly more on Tango Wango's positioning. But no, their Magnus player is very good, for Trench League standards. No denying that. So it's a really common respect ban against them.
I'm sure Magnus, even in the current meta, is quite strong, because especially you have moving towards, just meta-wise, moving back towards objective game, a little bit less of the fighting and more of the the solo split push. And I have to tell you, man, that Empower does so much work. That 50% damage at level 4 gives somebody like a Juggernaut or a PA absolute just wrecking ability.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous, and the potential for combination there with a Warlock or something like that, it's just through the roof. It's a really great pick. Let me make an announcement about this here. We are ready for DoS versus PBG. Alright.
Fantastic.
And yeah, we're good there. So right now we're just waiting on PBG to get in this lobby here. We will be ready to go shortly, but yeah, been watching any of the Kiev major?
Unfortunately not. I've been extremely busy most of the times that it's live.
Yeah, it's been good. It's been real entertaining. DNC looking really strong. Secret looking really strong. Those are the 2 surprises there. Pretty much it.
So let's talk about Disciples of Sinnerin, right? The fact that they actually were in the upper bracket did drop down to the lower bracket. Do you think that's going to have any effect on them, morale-wise?
I don't think so, just because that game was played a week and a half ago or something.
Gotcha.
They've had plenty of time to recover. Or in theory, they've had plenty of time to recover. Think about what went wrong, study that, and I think that in terms of morale, both these teams should be on pretty equal footing. But
yeah, because PBG, however, coming from the losers bracket, has 2-0'd both teams that they've come up against so far.
Yeah.
Misty Mountains and Collective 5 Inches, both PBG took the set without forcing to a deciding game 3. So I think that PBG could really be feeling the burn here and really just wanting to keep that momentum going.
Yeah, could be. Yeah, for sure. I was the position 1 player for Collective 5 Inches, and PBG tore right through us. I was the Disciples of Sindarin in the upper bracket. But, so I've been 2-0'd by both these teams, so I kind of know everything should be good there. Their deal. Oh, I have the stream running. And we're gonna it. Hello, everybody. Let me mute that. Don't hear the echo. Right.
I caught that too. You may want to move our Twitter handles just a bit to the left.
In the
card.
Sure. Alrighty. And yeah, just choosing side pick, and we've got Disciples of Sindarin on Radiant, PBG with, they're choosing first or second pick. I don't know which one they chose.
And PBG entering the lobby.
Yeah. They've been in here for a hot second now. Alright, well, apologies for the lack of music, but I don't want to go find no copyrighted music. I'm not sure what just some technical errors here in this.
Oh, the Trench League admins are the best kind of admins there are, ladies and gentlemen.
No, they asked for if PBG wanted first or second pick, and they said we want pick, and then we're like, all right, guys, we're ready to go. Almost started, but we got things figured out now. Everything's okay. Well, the tension is palpable as we're waiting for this game to start. I think I'm going to record this so we can have put it up on my YouTube channel.
Fantastic. I might actually steal that from you to make that casting reel.
Sure thing, yeah. So yeah, having played both of these teams and having been wrecked by both of these teams, I would personally just slightly give the advantage over to Disciples of Sindarin, just on the basis that I feel like our games against PBG were a lot closer. Like, I felt like Game 1, especially versus PBG, we almost won. Game 2, we were in it for a while. Whereas Disciples of Sindarin, they just like shut us down early and just like ran over us. And yeah, we're getting into things. Let me
here we go
over this overlay and start this recording.
Disciples of Sindarin versus PBG into drafting.
Yeah, hello everybody. Just started this recording. This is going to be DoS versus PBG, as Mr. Robotic Warfare just mentioned. It's gonna be good here. This is the lower bracket of the Trench League for those of you who do not know. And yeah, let's get into things here. So, Axe getting banned out, first phase by PBG. Not really sure if that's a hero that DoS plays that much or not, but it's a fairly meta pick right now.
Yeah, same thing with this Lifestealer. It's in fact funny that they one bans a strength hero and one bans the other anti-strength hero, because Lifestealer is fantastic at just chewing through HP. It's actually the traditional counter to somebody like an Axe or a Centaur. Centaur, of which being really popular in this recent patch here. So I would not be surprised if I saw a Centaur pick or
Reserve
skin.
time.
Yeah. Fairly popular. Actually, TA being banned out, that is a hero that, I believe Tiny Puddles on Disciples of Synderen really did like to play a lot. A common pick of his, both in pubs and in this league.
And
But
there's
yeah.
that Night Stalker band that you're talking about. But a Luna pick, first pick coming out from PBG, really bold there.
Very, very common from them. They really like that hero. If their Night Stalker's banned, they pick up the Luna, and yeah, there it is, Magnus. Earlier, a couple of weeks ago, DoS was complaining that they haven't been able to pick their Magnus in many weeks, but they finally got it, so it's gonna be good.
And they've got the double pick. They have a potential here to get a hero that synergizes really well with Magnus. We might even see a push lineup come out. And there it is, the Juggernaut. Juggernaut in power, I have to say. That crit gives you the bonus damage in the one case, 200% critical damage. On top of another 50% from Empower at max level is, let me tell you, it's a force to be reckoned with.
It's a lot, that's for sure. Yeah, it's going to be really potent at clearing through like Luna illusions if that's what they're going to try to do here on PBG. I mean, that's generally what you want to do when you have a Luna.
Reserve time.
Get a Manta and just sort of like Shadow Demon, of course, being a very strong pickup here with the Luna, but an Empowered Juggernaut's not going to have too much trouble dealing with that.
Yeah, I would actually like to see PBG pick some more ranged heroes and maybe even put this into a draft strat, just because if you've got the Juggernaut and the Magnus looking to close distance on you, having that range, having that advantage of attack, being able to run away. But the Bloodlusted Luna is also a very, very viable option for.
Yeah, without a doubt. And actually,
and there's the Drought Man.
Yep, banned out.
Prevent that PBG from going a drought strat that could be strong. CM being banned because the DOS team here is going to be slightly mana dependent. I'm assuming with the following picks here. So CM being taken out of the pool.
All right. Well, yeah, definitely a very strong ban there. Vengeful Spirit actually getting banned out. What do you think about that? Are they afraid of like a...
I think that what they're really afraid of is that if you have a Luna whose attack range is actually not fantastic without a Dragonlance Ogre melee hero, you've got a lot of burst damage, but the thing is that you really need to be inside of your team because that Magnus and that Juggernaut can close the distance really quickly, whether it be an Omni Slash Leap or a Blink Dagger on the Juggernaut or the Magnus. Skewer, you've got this distance closing that's happening, and the one thing that DOS does not want to have happen to them is have that distance being closed in a way that they cannot control, which would be the Vengeful Spirit swap. So potentially PBG would take that Vengeful Spirit and have people swap into the fights, and for the duration of that, taking somebody out, being able to burst them down at the very back before the rest of DOS can run forward. So I think that was an extremely good ban by by Disciples of Synderen with the Venge. With the Aura is also fantastic, but a Timbersaw coming out from PBG, interesting.
Yeah. Generally, Magnus being played in that offlane position, usually. But, oh, I like this. Warlock with the Magnus. That's a very potent combo. Fatal Bonds, Empower Juggernaut. You get an RP, drop the rock on top. Not a whole lot of chance of surviving that.
Sorry about that. Looks to me like DOS could be going for a push strat here, potentially.
Yeah, certainly with the Healing Ward. If you got your Golem out in a fight, you can easily turn that into a tower or two even. Rubik being snapped up by PBG. I know Starfire. He's one of their star players there. He's high MMR for Trench League anyway. He's got a pretty decent, pretty scared Rubik there. Stealing that rock and turning it around. Really not that difficult to do if you get like the Cast Range talent or an Aether Lens or something like that. Or even a Blink Dagger. And can be game changing.
I'd like to see some Rubik RPs this game.
Oh yeah, plenty of good PogChamp moments to be had there. In theory, you know, RP, Omni Slash, Golem, all these things you need to win. We're counting on you, Starfire. Put on a good show for us, please.
PBG.starfire.karaoke.
Yes. Disciples of Synderen in their time here. Thinking about this fourth pick. See what they look to go for. Any heroes that you'd like to see from them? Looks like they're probably looking for a mid and another support, most likely. Unless it's...
Well, since the Templar is out of the pool, you have the potential to see another mid hero that really does damage. I think that as far as single target goes, I think that PBG or DoS, both teams really want to be careful about where this Viper might draft, because Viper is a really powerful hero, and could at this moment work well with either teams. I would say that arguably, oh my goodness, excuse me, arguably, PBG would need the Viper more just to round out sort of the HP versus damage, because a lot of these heroes on their team don't have a lot of damage at early levels. Even Ogre can find himself being a little too squishy when he doesn't have mana to disengage. So I would like to see, maybe it would be really greedy from DOS, but I think that a Slark could work really well in this game for them, because Slark really doesn't care about any of the things that they've got out there with that Dark Pack. And being able to close the distance, once again, I think that's going to be DOS's biggest strength this game, is being able to close the distance and force fights. But instead, they take a sniper who's able to sit back and just do a little bit of extra damage. But however, the sniper pick does solidify the pushing lineup strategy from DOS. So I think that PBG are in the hot seat right now to really take some deep push heroes.
Yeah, they've got both their supports, so there's not really going to be the option of your classic Coddle, Wyvern, really great deep push heroes, but still some options out there in terms of cores.
I would like to see PBG pick up an Ember Spirit this game. I think that has plenty of escape to deal with some of the things that Disciples of Synderen can throw out at them. Plus, maybe consider picking up a Battle Fury, and you get that deep push that you were looking for. But especially that burst damage that they're able to do. These DOS heroes are planning on jumping in and surviving and being able to push this tower, maybe even ignoring the other heroes around them just to take those objectives. So if PBG are able to jump in and really burst some of those heroes down, say that Juggernaut, for example, before he can get the Omni Slash off, before the sniper can run away, a Shadow Blade or something like that, and especially a squishy Warlock who loves running away in the back of fights after he's dropped his rock, the Ember Spirit would really be able to once again close that distance, and the Centaur does the same thing.
Alright.
Which still leaves open an Ember Spirit for that mid lane. I would still love to see that coming out for PBG. DOS might recognize that fact. We could potentially see an Ember ban here. We could also see a Storm ban, because Storm has a sort of a different kind of way of doing that, but of course they are scared of the Viper.
Yeah, classic PBG hero right there. They love that Viper.
So DOS potentially need either a roamer or another support here, depending on what position Warlock plays. Do you know if any of the DOS players are Earth Spirit players?
Let's see. I don't believe so. I've never seen them play Earth Spirit.
Either way, Silencer getting out of the pool.
Yeah. A Silencer mid actually wouldn't probably have been too bad from PBG. Don't you think, just to totally interrupt up that Magnus RPs, to silence out Juggernaut can't slash, there's no rock to be dropped?
That's certainly possible. However, I doubt at this point. I think that Sniper is probably going to be playing mid, which means that Silencer would have had a hard time. He would really have had to run forward and try and cast spells on this Sniper, which is certainly doable. But if the Sniper buys raindrops and a little bit of regen, he's able to just sit back and chunk out that Silencer, and Silencer would probably not win that lane.
Yeah.
So I think that ban, but a Puck.
Ooh.
A Puck is a different story.
It'll be Pineapple Prince Puck. That's gonna be fun to say. Good alliteration going on here. Yeah. I don't know if I've seen a Trench League Puck before. Really strong hero right now.
Honestly,
10 seconds. What's the hold up, Sunshine?
Honestly, that Illusionary Orb and the Silence are like the two most important spells. Dream Coil is honestly not going to be doing a ton this game. Just from the standpoint of, it's going to be a defensive Dream Coil. So coming on the back of it, casting it and having Centaur rush forward and try and get one is viable. But between the Juggernaut spin, you have sustainability while still chained. So these dire heroes don't necessarily have to run away. But the Ricky pickup coming from DOS at the very end there might throw a monkey wrench into the plans here, because that is a very good hero for ganking mid. So if this puck is not careful, he could be out of the game before he knows what happens.
Alright.
Just from the draft, who do you favor?
I was gonna ask you the same question, but I would say I favor I think I actually favor PBG's lineup here, just because I believe that it's easier to execute, and I believe that in the French League that's actually a pretty big factor. What about you?
I will have to agree with you on that one, with the one condition that PBG are able to handle this Ricky. If this Ricky starts getting big in the laning phase, you never know what you could see.
Alright, and we're getting into things here. These last hits and the nice up. So yeah, go ahead and run through these heroes here. On the Radiant side of Disciples of Cinderin, we have Henry Wadsworth Dongfellow. He'll be playing the Magnus offlane. Tiny Puddles will be taking the Sniper mid. Felicity Jones will be playing that roaming Ricky support. Over in the bottom lane, we have I Drink Your Milkshake playing the safe lane Juggernaut. And last but not least, it's Magical Clouds on your Warlock. Care to introduce the Dire Heroes?
Yeah. On the Luna, we have Mr. Risket. On the Fabulous Puck, Mr. PGB Pineapple Prince. Ogre Magi being held down by Mr. Biscuit. Centaur Warrunner being picked up by Mr. Fuska. And last but not least, Mr. PBG.Starfire.Kuroki on the Rubik.
Alrighty. Any things here? Lane Ward put out by the Rubik. Be nice. I think Wadsworth Dongfell is ready for getting harassed out. Starting off with that Iron Talon. So they're just going to be able to secure that with the Ogre just manning up to him. And I think Rubik will be top lane as well. It's going to be a tough time for him. He's ready to jungle. Alright.
Taking a power first. Very bold.
Oh yeah, indeed. It looks like they're actually gonna be going, or this Ricky's gonna be starting off in the top lane, where he's gonna be able to roam mid pretty easily from. Maybe he'll be able to secure some of Wadsworth Dongfellow's farm. Maybe not though.
Juggernaut starting out with a poor man shield here against the Centaur. Might be looking for some early aggression.
Could be. The Warlock doesn't really offer that much in terms of control to get the Blade Fear off. Would be my only concern about that. It's gonna be kind of tough to do. But Magical Cloud's just sort of zoning Fuska back.
In the top lane though, Felicity Jones spotting out this route.
Being very aggressive here, but Wadsworth Dongfellow knows to back thanks to that intel. Now they're just sitting there at the shrine ready to go, but little do they know they got a sneaky Ricky just scouting out all their moves.
Sentry was placed down and they will see him though.
They see him. Do they have detection, however? They have a Sentry Ward on Ogre. Oh yeah, on the cliff, however. He's going under the tower. Don't think they're going to be able to get anything out of that. But just zoning out Wadsworth Dongfellow completely away from this lane. Now he is in the jungle, farming up. And obviously that's a completely free lane for your Luna, which is gonna be a problem maybe. But let's see. Fuska having a much better time in the offlane, already level 2 now. Got 2 CS of his own. It was only the Warlock to harass him out, who's doing a best job as he can. Cool. Starfire's rotating mid, but I think Tiny Puddles might see him. Back to Will now.
Yeah, this Radiant ward here spotting out that rotation.
Oh yeah, there it is.
However, Rubik does secure a regen for this puck should he want it.
That's very nice.
The bounty which my matriarch will prize. That should help.
Starfire going all the way into the Radiant top jungle here to snag that bounty rune and actually finishing up the creeps that Magnus was
there. Fortunately, it's only Felicity Jones in the neighborhood to contest that, but I'll steal a creeper too. Being a little bit cheeky there. All good. And so far,
Pineapple Prince, bottle completed, finally running for that regen rune.
it's gonna be nice.
Maybe looking to start putting the push on the sniper here.
Yeah, it could be. So far, most lanes are very equal here. Pineapple Prince just a few CS ahead of Tiny Puddles. And only really standout lane being the off lane, where Fuse's being able to get sun XP. We're at the expense of what I imagine is about to be a shrine. He goes back up. Wave is pushing.
Pineapple Prince all the way behind the sniper in the mid lane. Silence coming out.
Ooh.
Standing underneath the tower. Attempted phase shift.
Takes some tower shots for his trouble, but looks like Puddles is just gonna salve up, and Pineapple Prince, however, has that regen rune, so he's looking to use all his mana now. Just pop it. Assume. Yeah, there he goes.
Poor Magnus. No idea what to do.
Yeah, poor guy. Where is Magnus now? Still going back to base. He's got his boots out. Level 3, actually. Compared to that Centaur, oh, they're both level 3. But, it's gonna be nice. Both of them. Top lane, getting some damage out onto this tier 1 tower. Let's see Jones trying to contest them, punish them for it, but it's actually under a sentry ward, but I don't think they're going to be able to punish him. With the looming threat of that tier 1 tower.
You mean that's it? That is a radiant sentry ward.
Oh, it is. So it is, see? That's why we keep you around.
Yeah, it's the only reason.
You do the thinking, I do the talking. Perfect.
However, that ward not quite in range of this this observer ward here that I think that DoS would love to be able to know about.
Oh yeah, just out of range there. A few units there.
Ogre, though, taking his level 2 in Bloodlust, just trying to get this Luna a little bit better off. Shrine will come out on Fusca in the bottom lane just to keep up that lane presence here.
Man, this is definitely a very quiet early game. Minimal support rotations, and when they've come, haven't really been successful. Do you think that this sort of quiet, laid-back passive early game benefits one of these teams over the other?
Well, I would say that both the mid and the bottom lane here, I would count that as pretty passive, but I would say that this top lane, though it may not look it by any kills or CS or anything like that, is in fact not that equal.
They're making a move on bottom, trying to dive Magical Clouds here. He tries to heal himself up with the Shadow Word, and the stun's off the mark from Fusca, but they're not deterred at all. Pineapple Prince, Johnson, one more right click should do it, and in fact it will. The heal's not being enough. Pineapple Prince gets his first blood with a handy-dandy double damage rune. Gonna be happy about that.
And I was in the middle of saying something about a lack of aggression.
Yeah, just diving tier 1 tower there. Miss a stun, who cares?
Have to say, though, in the meantime, Luna's still farming up.
Yeah. Luna
This is a double whammy.
Yeah. Definitely. Nice comparable farm with the Juggernaut, who's also farming. Now Fusca actually might be sort of out of position here. He's got that Shadow Ward out, dealing damage to him. Silence comes through. He has no Shrine, but I don't think they know that. They're afraid of TP rotations, so he's gonna back out. And meanwhile, oh, he actually kicked down. Oh no. I thought the Tranquil Boots would have kicked in. So,
Dongfellow really needs some help in this top line. His team is sort of left in beat.
yeah.
This tower is going to fall if they're not careful. Starfire making sure to block the camp.
Oh wow, that's brutal. That's brutal there from Starfire. Yeah, wasn't
As if this Magnus wasn't having it hard enough.
Been having a tough time, but he's got a full level up on the enemy offlaner, as well as in terms of net worth. Switch over to that. He is quite a bit ahead. Maybe 400 ahead only, actually, but still significant enough.
He's also significantly out of mana, so he needs to be careful with. Still wants to keep up that aggression there.
Yeah, and it looks like he'll go ahead and stampede on back to base.
Stomp coming out on the bottom lane on the Juggernaut. Spin coming forward with the word there. Shadow Word cast.
Oh, there's the Omni Slash. The unlucky bounces there. One more right click will do it. Will he take down? Yeah, the Fatal Bonds. Get that kill. Can they get the turnaround? Yeah. Good rotation there for Mr. Biscuit. Just too late to save his valued offlaner.
It was still definitely beneficial for PBG. Juggernaut for the Centaur at this stage in the game.
Yes, definitely. Juggernaut had a pretty free lane and getting killed there from a little bit of a regression. PBG will be very happy about that.
Juggernaut's got 6 short of triple the CS of Centaur, so...
Yeah. Only silver lining for DoS about that encounter was that the only one getting XP for that kill was the Magi. Oh, he can use XP too.
Fusca continuing to play aggressive in this bottom lane, stomping on the Juggernaut, but Juggernaut just turns down and right-clicks him a little bit, doing a lot of damage.
Yeah.
You shall not.
And I think it's just back to your regularly scheduled farming here. As everybody returns to their lanes, keeps up with it. Actually, drink your milkshake. Oh, the Blade Fury dodges that stomp, and he should be going down here. He has the speed to keep up with the Blade Fury. One more tap will do it. Drink your milkshake. Going balls deep, getting away with it. Pineapple Prince trying to punish him for this, but he's very low on mana. Has enough for the Dream Coil now. I drink your milkshake. He's on the run. Gets lifted up after that snap. A little bit more will do it. Yes. The last puck right click, bringing down that Juggernaut. So again, very worth it. A little bit of over-aggression and just some good rotations from PBG.
Meantime, in the top lane...
Oh, Mr. Riskit. He popped his ultimate, I believe, but...
Yes, he did.
And Centaur as well popped his ultimate, I guess, trying to save the Luna, but it's not going to work out. How tiny puddles. Could be in some danger here. Ogre opts not to go for it. Apologize for any detours going on there with that. Let's kill up top.
RP was used as well.
Oh man. Yeah, they got the Luna. Able to get his ult top, but I guess it wasn't enough. Our Mr. Riskit almost has a Dragon Lance completed up with that Bloodlust. He's already 10 minutes into this game. Kinda scary. Thanks to that Ogre Magi and his E.
Warlock not quite with a rock here yet.
Yeah.
But Starfire just needs maybe one more creep and he gets that steal.
Felicity Jones jumps in. There's the stomp onto him, however. No smoke cloud coming out just yet, but the Blade Fury onto Fusca. He needs a little bit more damage, and they actually commit the Omni Slash for it, but are able to get this kill. Starfire is going to be able to TP out. They didn't get the catch on him. And then top lane, all this is happening, actually. Luna takes down this tier 1 tower. Been low for a while, but they took that opportunity with the Bloodlust and all of that good stuff.
Correction, the Siege Creep takes down the tower.
Oh.
Mr. Riskit not able to get the last hit.
A little bit unfortunate for him. Pineapple Prince dropping very low in this lane here. He has a phase shift. Oh, but he's used it if he gets the ult off, and he will get it off. Pineapple Prince trying to bottle up. It's going to be just enough. Survives on 68 HP. And now, Rubik and Mr. Biscuit are rotating onto him. There's the stolen assassinate from Rubik. He's trying to get his way out of it. Throws out the shrapnel. They actually commit Dream Coil when he was dead to the assassinate, so slight misplay there. But it's not really that significant of a cooldown. It'll be up in 60 seconds. Now bottom lane, they're looking to make a move onto a Drink Your Milkshake. Not quite going to be able to make it happen. And now Felicity Jones is actually in trouble. Takes way more damage than he bargained for from that double edge with the Lucent Beam on top of it. Invis? Who cares? PBG are just going to shrine up, and I think they're kind of in a position. Got 4 heroes down bottom. Going to be able to turn this into a push.
That Ricky only has 25% base magic resist working for him against an HP pool of 820 at the time. Double Edge, man, just tears through him.
Oh yeah.
That's almost half of his HP pool in one spell with really not much to do against it.
Oh, Henry Rhodes with Dawnfell gets the RP on 2, however, with the TP in. Skewer back with the tricks of the trade on top. However, Luna ult tries to turn it around. He's taking a bunch of damage, however. He's able to bring down that Magnus in exchange for life. Now Felicity Jones is on the chase for Starfire. Shrapnel will slow her down. Slow him down. And this should be a dead Rubik here. Are they going to be able to get more? It's going to be the question. There's the stomp actually onto the over-aggressive Juggernaut there. Gonna fall. Now Pineapple Prince has to be careful here. There is the Stampede to get him out. Do they have an Assassinate? No, it looks like they're just gonna go into Fusca. Can they get this skill, however? I think not.
No Shrine.
No Shrine, no problem. This Fusca. The TP in from the Luna. Just to ensure that no aggression can be had.
It's a little bit interesting here. I think that they could have been able to kill this Ricky because right around here, the Centaur did get blocked by the Ricky when he was trying to run out, and I don't think he noticed it. Stomp was off a cooldown for him, so if he had stomped, there was a very good possibility that they that Ricky, right? A missed opportunity.
Yeah.
In the meantime, during that fight, as DOS were running up here, there was a dire Centaur ward right here that actually got dewarded on the way, and it's going to be dewarded once again. In the meantime, top lane pretty free, nobody really contesting.
Oh, drink your milkshake. He went in with that Omni Slash onto the Rubik. Is able to get the kill, and now they're chasing them back out of here again. They say, no, this tower is not yours. Mr. Biscuit goes for the TP out. He's not going to make it with that shockwave. Dishing out the damage.
Jug has to be really happy that Blade Dance is pseudo-random right now. He's gotten, that's the third critical last hit that he's gotten on heroes this game.
Yeah. Been very nice for him. And now drinking milkshake. PBG. Oh, there's a deny coming out from Puck onto that tier 1 tower bottom. Gonna be happy with himself there. High base damage, paying dividends, but I think now that Disciples they have the rock up. They have. Oh, apologies for that freeze right there. They have a blink dagger on the Magnus now. I'd like to see some sort of aggressive play from them, whether it be a smoke up or just rippling up mid, pushing down. I really think that they can win a fight here once they get mana for RP.
I would be careful if I were DOS though, because this is right around the time that PBG starts getting HP.
Felicity Jones just got a double damage rune and ran down the Rubik. That's very sad.
Puck running down a Warlock in the bottom lane.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, he actually turns around and drops the rock, but there's not going to be any follow-up. That could just be a waste of rock, but no, they get the kill.
Oh my goodness!
Wow, a lot of damage coming out. Magical Gods healing himself up
Oh
greatly.
my goodness!
Short range skewer. It's going to be enough to kill that Ogre Magi. And now with this rock up, I thought it was going to be a complete waste, but they're actually able to come around with the turnaround. Now they're turning this into... Well, there's no tier 1, but...
And unfortunately, my little caveat to favoring people either has not worked out in their favor. This Ricky is 5-1 right now. They have not done what they needed to do against him. Giving him the ability to run around and actually get those slows and those silences. DOS looking really strong right now.
Yeah, for sure. Be able to do some damage here on this tier 2 tower. It looks like Mr. Biscuit looking to maybe cut them off at the pass, but a little bit too slow on the draw there. Now top lane, Disciples of Syndrome are not stopping this aggression here. Felicity Jones.
Rubik's stealing Blade Dance here, so possibility. Sentry Ward.
Oh,
they
yeah.
catch him.
He gets lifted. Throne actually nowhere. Pops out that Tricks of the Trade, dealing
Oh
so
my
much damage
goodness.
to Starfire, and the Assassinate on top. Not even needed. Felicity Jones gets the kill. That's a mega kill streak for you, Ricky. Wow. They thought they had him. Little did they know. They weren't trapped in there with him. Wait, no. He wasn't trapped in there with them. They were... I don't know. Either way,
Solo
RP
RP
committed
in
in
the
the mid lane onto Mr. Riskit. He's gonna fall.
Couldn't even get the tower for his troubles.
Yeah, Sniper gets denied. Second tower denied this game.
Gee, not feeling good about what's going on right now.
Yeah. Disciples of Center having a really good time. Drink your milkshake.
Having said that,
So they pop the Stampede, trying to get Drink Your Milkshake. He actually turns around with the Blade Dance, or sorry, with the Omni Slash here, but he gets stomped up, he gets double edged, trying to make his way out of there. The stolen Omni Slash, not really doing a whole lot of work there. Are they going to be able to kill him? he gets hit by that double edge and will fall. But yeah, he tried to turn it, not quite enough. That's a pretty crucial pick off there.
Even though it looks like PBG are running from the back foot here, the saving grace is this Luna, who's a full about 15 CS above this sniper.
Yeah.
Even at 18 minutes in the game, that can certainly mean something, especially if the sniper's about to fall in the mid lane.
He is definitely about to fall here. They get the kill with that silence coming out from Pineapple Prince.
Not
actually
stands in the shrapnel.
Oh man, that was about to be bad.
Oh, that was about to be a trench league fight ever since.
That was about to be very trench league. Fortunately, he's got that phase shift, or what's that spell called? Yes, phase shift. Perfect.
That's great. Yeah, no, this they really need to play a 4 protect 1 here with this Luna, just making sure that she gets what she needs. Luna can wreck their entire team because they enjoy being grouped up with the Magnus there once the RP hits. She can just stick them in a group and then just be done with them.
Speaking of Luna, pops down that Eclipse, however, what's with Dongfell actually gets out of the range in time, and Mr. Iska just has to TP out. That is Eclipse down. Yeah, not quite what Luna was maybe looking for there, but it happened.
Funny thing is that Luna is faster than Magnus by a full 15 movement speed and wasn't able to do the deed.
Yeah, definitely a bit of a misstep there, I think. I accidentally just walked in the wrong direction right before popping the Eclipse and then not in range.
While we're talking here,
Fatal Bonds. Could be good for some wombo combo. However, they get the double RP actually with the rock on follow-up. Hits onto 3. Mr. Biscuit is on the run. Maybe the sole survivor here. But he gets shrapnelled up. Trying to get out of there. His team's nowhere to be found. I think he has a shrine that he's hightailing it for, but isn't going to be able to make it there. That's a double kill for your sniper. Yeah, that aggressive jaunt forward. Able to punish. And I believe RP just barely catching too.
Luna in a bit of a weird spot right here. Felicity Jones could walk up at any time and catch her out. This would not be a good time for this Luna.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna find actually Luna throwing out that harassing Lucent Beam, but like you said, that's the power of that rock. Just you win a fight, get a few crucial kills, you just turn that into Tower Harbor Fiska. They're not looking to let this go unpunished. They immediately blow up that Juggernaut. Felicity Jones gets lifted, gets thrown back, is controlled up, however tricks with the trade just in time. 2 sentry wards on either side. Oh, yeah, not going to be able to escape. This team is long gone by now. They know lost cause when they see it.
Even able to get the deny. That's a really good defense coming up from PBG here.
Yeah, really well played. And that'll be the 3rd tower deny of the game.
The only thing here for DoS that they have to be careful about is between the Rock, the Omni Slash, and the RP here. They are really cooldown dependent. PBG, if they win one fight where all those spells are used at the same time, they can just push down the mid lane. Really not have any contestation other than maybe a tricks of the trade. But in the side here, Warlock being stomped up.
Almost going to get brought down, however. There's an Eclipse on the backlines that takes out Magnus, and now Juggernaut ult coming in, brings out the Luna with the spin on top, doing quite a bit of damage. Starfire is able to get out, but the Simpo Runner not going to be so lucky. Now Pineapple Prince in the front lines, trying to bring down magical clouds here, throws the orb, but it's not going to be on point. Pineapple Prince now on the backline, so low. Ultra kill comes through for Disciples of Cinder and Tiny Puddles, and there it is. I was thinking that was just going to be a straightforward push. RP was down for a little while at least. Rock was down for another minute. Ricky was dead for a while. But no.
I'll tell you what happened in that fight is that they were ready to push this tower and they were ready to fight, but they got pulled to the side here by spotting out one of those Radiant heroes, and then everybody just sort of forgot about what they were doing, which was pushing the tower, and they all just sort of got dragged one by one into the side here, and that allowed for DoS to really just make use of the space that they had, and that sniper was able to sit back. If they'd stayed together as 5, like I said, DoS did not have the cooldowns. So honestly, that was sort of a misplay by PBG there, because they sort of split off and they just didn't focus on the objective.
Yeah.
That should help.
Definitely. That greed is pretty real here, down here in the 2K bracket. Looks like Mr.
Biscuit in a
is
bad
gonna
spot,
be
though.
Caught out here. Runs down. Felicity Jones scouting him out. Actually, yeah, there we go. Drink Your Milkshake runs up. Blade Fury's on him. On the back lines. Actually, they're able to stampede out. Now Felicity Jones not going to be able to find what he was looking for.
Accidentally canceling his ult, looks like, as well.
Oh yeah, I guess so. But I think Disciples of Cinderin will be happy to settle for this Tier 1 tower. We'll see if PBG is going to look to mount a defense. They have the Ricky scouting around. There is protection, but none of it's placed down, so yeah, they're not able to mount a defense of any kind.
Speaking of PBG here, look at all these wards on the map. Fantastic job from PBG. Really just keeping the vision on, doing their very best they can just to make sure that they don't get caught on anymore. Even so, though, double the kill score.
Yeah.
Ricky walking under a sentry here.
Ooh, could be dangerous.
Taking Blade Fury once again, but this Magnus primed and ready with this RP if more than a couple of heroes come down here.
Oh, there's the Omni Slash on top. Gets forward aggressively. Takes out the Ogre Magi, and that'll be all they need. They're going for it. Starfire trying to throw out an auto attack there. Realizes quickly it's not going to be worth it. Gets out of there. Knocked the Tier 2 tower down.
In the meantime, though, in the bottom lane, Fusca smacking that tower till it falls.
Oh yeah, gets the trade, and I think that becomes worth it. Oh, looks like Pineapple Prince almost got caught out there, but he is a puck. He's a slippery little devil, so gonna be fine. Now we see Mr. Riskit with an Invis rune sitting right next to Felicity Jones, who also is Invis. Looks like he's gonna find Drink Your Milkshake with the Eclipse here. This could be a dangerous time. Thinking about it, he's thinking about it for sure, but there is the Blade Fury. There's a Stampede now coming out. They're looking for this kill. Blade Fury comes out. Felicity Jones is there as well. Pops the Smoke Cloud. Mr. Riskit. Actually, there is a Creep Wave now, but pops the Eclipse anyway. Gets some lucky star strikes. Able to bring down that Ricky. Yeah, PBG striking back. I like that even though they are down in towers generally and in kill score, they're not afraid to get out on that map aggressively. They get something like an Invis rune. A lot of Sorry, go ahead.
The thing about PBG here is that, unlike DoS, the longer the game goes on, you know, DoS become more and more dependent on items, but PBG really, they just get HP. Like, even the Luna has like a non-hoardable strength gain, so especially with this Ogre and the Centaur, the return damage really coming in clutch here. Maybe even with a return or a level 25 for the Centaur, but seriously, PBG, you know, the longer this game goes, the more health they have, and that means that the harder that DoS have to work. Granted that they do have a level 4 power with a Juggernaut and a Sniper, like, even then, they need to be careful about the fact that these PBG heroes really are just tanking up.
Yeah.
Sniper finishing the Hurricane Pike though, so
alright, well, looks like Disciples of Cinderin are looking to push in the bottom lane here. They have all their cooldowns up. Trying to take the fight to the PBG. They know Luna is actually up in the top lane, has a TP scroll available, of course. Yeah. Positive Dogfell sees his TP in, however, there's a Stampede. He blinks in, but isn't really there for the RP. Now there's a Rocket, actually connects onto 2 with the Omni Slash on top, bringing down Fusca for starters. Positive Dogfell, oh, he gets silenced up right when he's in the perfect spot to RP. Puck falls, Mr. Riskit falls too. Mr. Biscuit will be next. And yeah, that's a full, fairly clean wipe, assuming they are able to bring down Starfire. He throws out the Shrapnel and actually turns around with the Fade Bolt. Vast amount of damage, and actually is able to turn that around, killing the Juggernaut.
you know, I honestly underestimated how much that shrapnel is going to be useful in this game.
Yeah, very nice, without a doubt. But yeah, and they're not actually going to be able to get this tier 2 tower. I thought that was a sure thing at the beginning of that fight, but that's new. Felicity Jones. He's got a Sanjin and Yasha completed out on your position for Ricky. Be very happy about that. Oh, I think we got a pause.
PBG has been really good with keeping this wardage up, but DoS, since they started putting on the aggression, are able to force back the PBG a little bit. No Roche being taken by any team so far.
Yeah, 28 minutes in. That's a pretty common theme with the Trench League, to be honest. Roche does not get taken until late. Ever. Pretty much. Very common to see that in this league. And yeah, fighting down a bit. PBG for the most part organized in the bottom lane here. Teams just sort of spreading out to farm for that last engagement. Yeah. Is there any sort of crucial item timing that either team really needs right now, or will benefit greatly from, that you can think of? Or,
I mean, faster that this Centaur gets like a pipe or a Crimson Guard, the better for his team, just to live a little bit longer to that sniper. Looks like he does have Crimson Guard on the way, which is good. But never underestimate that pipe.
now, type of center and sneaking this Roche. I don't think PBG really have any idea. Felicity Jones is scouting them out. Knows that they're not really looking to test this, and yeah, I think that comes as a surprise to them. Get away with that. Completely free. Now Mr. Risk gets sending his illusions in, trying to stave off this push, but he's gonna get killed pretty darn quick.
Time in the top lane, Ricky going onto the Luna here, just TP away.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
That one. Looks like PBG is just looking to get up on their high ground and get ready to defend a mid lane push or something like that, but
Back to this item timing thing. Magical Clouds looking for his Aghanim Scepter on the Warlock. That's going to be really big. However,
Magical Cloud, speaking of the devil, he actually gets gone on. He's going to fall down here pretty quickly, but there's actually an RP with the Luna ult on top actually to counter that out. They're going to be able to bring down 3 heroes. The Disciples Ascender, and that's a double kill for Mr. Riskit. Yeah. They found
that's
there.
what I was saying, man. That HP.
Yeah, HP is nice.
The more HP, the harder it is. Especially with those spells, once that pipe comes out on the center, that empower, excuse me, not the empower, the RP, and even the Warlock Elder, you're going to have diminishing returns. So DOS may have missed their window here.
Could be, yeah. This Luna's getting to be very scary right now. Has that BKB completed out? Actually, quite a bit that goes through BKB on this Disciples Center team, but
RP is down for this push, so they have an opportunity to go here. Warlock down for 15. Could push into a tier 3 if they're able to pick him off, otherwise the Rock.
yeah, I still have the Rock. I'm just receiving Grace right now. And now, actually, Felicity Jones goes in on the backlines, but on the other side of the fight, Tiny Puddles got initiated on. Starfire, oh, almost ticks down to this tower, but Felicity Jones is on the hunt. Not going to be able to find the Warlock, or the Rubik, rather, however. They have that sentry planted down. Well, they know about that threat, so they're actually able to hold their tier 2 tower after that. Which Disciples Ascender really will be happy about.
I think this mid lane is sort of cursed for PBG here. Every time they get close to that tower, they just get distracted.
Yeah, for sure. Tried to go on that sniper and punished for it. I mean, they didn't lose any heroes, but they lost their Rubik. He had to TP back, and they kind of just decided to wait it out.
I don't think that Centaur blink forward was a bad play. I just think that going more on the sniper while you're trying to push a tier 2 while Warlock is still dead is not the wisest thing to do.
Yeah.
Mr. Jonesy here closing in on a blink dagger.
I was
Goodness gracious.
just about to say, he's going to have quite a bit of mobility here. Oh, runs into 3 heroes. Looks like they have... Yeah, they got a gem on that Centaur War Runner, however. He's able to run out, does not get connected. The Stomp does not connect. And now Pineapple Prince has a Dagon level 1.
Starfire here really needs to be careful about this Ricky, because at the beginning of the game, between the Telekinesis and the early Blink Dagger 4-staff, Starfire was saying you can run but you can't hide. Take him down, and now Ricky with the Blink Dagger says I can run and I can hide. So Starfire really needs to be careful here. In the meantime, though, DoS grouping up for this bottom push.
Yeah, oh, looks like he found Pineapple Prince, however. He gets stampeded up, taking quite a bit of damage, and actually goes down to Tricks of the Trade. And on the other side, Fuska found the stun, but it looks like they're going to get punished for it with the rocket. Connects onto 4 with the RP onto another 3. There is the Eclipse trying to do some damage, but it's not going to be enough. Harmony Slash on top secures that 5-0 wipe. They have that Golem up. They have all of this physical damage ready to go.
On the deck, and I swear to God, I heard a halberd.
A halberd?
I heard a weird noise.
Could be. Let's see.
No, I'm wrong.
I don't see any halberd.
That noise. Oh, that was. Excuse me, I'm an idiot. That was the Solar Crest.
I see. I see.
My bad.
And that's going to be at least one laner axe. Puck respawning very shortly here. But Felicity Jones is already working on to the next tier 3. I think they can take a second lane here. They have to be at least a bit careful. They don't have their main ultis. Tricks of the Trade is back, excuse me. And actually Luna's forced to buy back, and I think, yeah, they're going to be happy with that. Jones throws down the smoke cloud to deter any aggression from the Prince of Pineapple, but... yeah. That's it, that's the power of that Wombo combo. You can tank up all you want, but if you get 4-man... get hit by a rock, Fatal Bonds, RP onto like 3 to 4 of your heroes, then...
The biggest problem for PBG right now is that because they're of the Magnus Rock, they can't stand and group up. But at the same time, finding the right way to be spread out so that you're actually able to get all of your heroes into the fight at the same time is a really tricky thing to do. The Centaur has been using the Stampede really defensively, which I don't blame him for because it's really been what they've needed. But at the same time, using it as an initiation tool to be able to be spread out and maybe able to rush some of the guys from the back on DoS really would be useful, especially with this Puck. Because if you can jaunt in all the way to the back lane, Centaur charges in, and Luna really needs to just walk in guns blazing. It seems that PBG have really been playing a reactive kind of Dota game this game, and I don't think that really flies with the kind of game that DoS is playing.
Yeah. Actually, there is a Stampede up, but I guess they were just scared again.
No, Starfire was going low. He was so that he could get out of the Tricks of the Trade radius.
Oh, I see. I didn't even see that. I apologize.
Yeah, DoS really looking to capitalize on their objectives here. They've really got some strengths going on right now.
Yeah, RP
Clips is back up again.
Cooldown. Rock, 7 more seconds, it'll be up. That's really all they need.
Smoke coming out.
Yeah. First smoke of the seat of the game. It's gonna break on Fuska, so they know somebody's nearby. Over Milkshake, he gets the Blade Fury oftentimes. There is the Fatal Bonds. Oh, Rock connects onto 2, however. They're taking a bunch of damage. Mr. Riskit trying to man up, however, not doing enough. Too little and too late. He actually almost brings down a Drink Your Milkshake, who's gonna be able to bank it out. Oh, not quite. Pineapple Prince finds the kill on the back lines, but in the meantime, you've lost 3. Exchange for the Juggernaut, who is a lot of their tower damage and stuff, but that's no buyback on the Luna.
5-man Fatal Bonds was brutal.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I saw that Fatal Bonds
for
come out.
Warlock here, really making this game tick.
Very much so. Oh, Felicity Jones blinks in aggressively. He might be a little bit too deep, however, he actually almost gets blown up by that Dagon. But the Tricks of the Trades is there. Trying to make his way out of there.
This is the last stand.
Yeah.
This is the last stand for PBG here.
They've got no buyback on Puck. They got no Luna for another 40 seconds. This is it. They have to make this work with the 3 heroes that they're gonna have. It's gonna be tough. These barracks are already getting down pretty darn low. Not the help of that Juggernaut. Not going too fast, but still. They've got some time to work with here. Another 20 seconds.